to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. This video is all about beauty. With that being said, today's look is actually this orange, yellow tones along with your neutrals would be your browns. This look was actually requested by a friend of mine / subscriber. So I hope she enjoys it. I hope you enjoy it, my friend. So this is the look. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you have seen my other videos and you have liked them and you want more content or more videos, if there's anything in particular that you want to see, feel free to message me. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you're interested in, and hopefully I can pull it off and, you know, bring that to you guys. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day to the fullest, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. Now I'm going to be going in with my Mario Badusco skincare, and this time I got the green bottle. It's still a facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea, and actually I think I like the smell of this one a lot better than I do of the orange, which had the orange blossom. So I like the smell of the green, but I'm just going to spritz this directly to my face. And then going in with my DAP moisturizing cream. And I purchased this while I was in makeup school or makeup courses. So as you can tell, or as you can see, there's really nothing left, or little to nothing. And if you start seeing, like right now my face is turning really red around here, and sometimes when I touch my forehead, it's not that the moisturizer or the cleansing cream are too strong, it's just that that's how my skin is. So anytime I really touch my skin or put any pressure on my skin, it just automatically turns red, and within a few minutes it'll cool back down and the redness is pretty much gone. Except for like right here. I will still have my redness here, but the rest of my face is pretty much as normal as it could possibly be. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my brows off camera, only because I feel that the majority of you that will be watching this video do have brows compared to myself. So like I'm going to be showing you, like my eyebrows are really actually tattooed. The first time that I got them tattooed, the lady ended up went too deep and ended up killing my follicle. So therefore my entire brow will never grow back. I'll get hairs or yeah, I'll get hair growth here and there, but not a full brow. So that's why I have to draw my brows in every single day or every time I do my makeup. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I am done doing my brows. I'm going to be zooming you in because I normally start off doing my eyes first and then my foundation. I'm going to be going in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this one's in the shade Creamy Beige. And you can go with any concealer, you guys don't have to go ahead and use this one. This one has just lately been my favorite. And doing this part is actually working good for me as far as also working as a primer, not just to conceal the dark circles. This actually does work for me as a primer. And I'm going to be going in with the translucent powder. And this one is from the RCMA, I just put it in these little containers because it's easier for me. And I'm just patting the translucent powder in just so the concealer stays in place and it doesn't move around and doesn't crease. I mean, it's still going to crease, just it's not going to crease as bad as it normally would if you didn't have it on. And now, using whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to go ahead and just conceal around my brows, just like clean them up a little bit. And this part is, again, like I've said in other videos, this part is optional. I'm just doing it because I do have product left over on my brush. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. So I decided to grab the Morphe, the James palette. And I'm actually going to zoom you up just a little bit. There we go. Because I feel that you guys are all up too close. I'm going to be using my Morphe M33 brush. And I'm going to be using, let me see, the shade Canvas, which is going to be this one right there. I'm going to be using Canvas all over my lid, and this is going to be more, this shade is more like of a skin tone color. Using this fluffy brush, and it's from this Sonia Kashuk collection, and I don't know if they still sell these, but this is the brush. And I'm going in, sorry, it's a hot mess today. It's super hot outside. I have the fan blowing and it's just not working out for me. So I'm going in with the shade Punch Me, which is right under Canvas. So I'm going to be using this one right here. Tapping the excess off of the brush. I'm going to be going in with 518, if I'm not mistaken. It's this one right here. This is the overview of how the palette is and all the shades. But this is like this orangey tone right there. I want to see how this one turns out first. Okay, not too bad. I do need something a little bit brighter and a little bit darker than this one. And now I'm going to be going in with Rusted. This is going to be like an orangey yellow shadow look. And I want the colors to stand out a little bit. So here we go. And I would say when you're doing this type of look, always start with little product on your brush and work your way up to intensify it. Only because it's easier for you to add and you cannot take off. Take off. And you're noticing that I haven't changed my brush. I'm using the exact same brush. If you're just starting out doing these types of looks, I would suggest or recommend that you do have multiple brushes from the different colors that you will be using, only because if you need to go back and fix something, you have the brush you started out with to dip in the same shadow. Another tip, if you're new at blending or you doing looks with dramatic colors, I would recommend for you not to do so much of the swirling movement. Do more like of a windshield, like back and forth movement, only because you'll have more control of where your shadow is going to be. If you start off and you start doing circular motion, then chances are like you'll end up with the shadow all the way over here and you won't see the fading effect of the shadow. And this will take time if you're doing this look on yourself. There's multiple different brushes that one can use. Sorry, I'm following the names off of this thing in with the shadow called 10% off. Now for this one, because I only want it to stay on my crease, I'm going to be going in with a different brush. Excess, and I'm going in and lightly applying that on my crease. Actually, I'm going to go in with my MAC Painterly, no, not Painterly, my MAC paint pot, and this one is in the shade Soft Ochre. Brush again. This is what we would call a no-name brush, but the company is SHUE, and this is the 6006. And again, I purchased these along with the ones in LA, I think. I've been I took classes for makeup, and I'm not bragging. I'm sorry, I'm not bragging. But I took 3 or 4 different courses. 1, 2, 3 different courses. Each course I say was about 4 months. And out of those 2-3 years, for some reason, I always thought that my hooded eye was so bad that my eye was completely hooded. And I want to say that I do have somewhat of a hooded eye, but I also have enough lid space. And I didn't realize this until I was trying to put this look together for my friend. That I've noticed that I don't have to go too crazy on my cut crease, because I really don't have that bad of a hooded eye. My makeup, my shadow is still visible when my eye is open. Like my lids are still visible when my eyelids are open. So, I mean, my eyelids. I'm sorry, it's one of those days. When my lid is visible when my eye is open. There we go. 20th time is a charm. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going back in. Actually, yeah, I'm going back in with my Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm going to be going in with the color 518 again. Or actually, no. I want to go in with Code James. Let's go in with Code James. And blend it down just a tad bit so the line from the cut crease does not look too dramatic. But when I apply the other shadow over it, I can gradually fade it out. My MAC 239S brush, and this is just a flat brush to apply the shadow. And this one, I'm going in with the color or the shade B. This is a really beautiful yellow, very vibrant, very, hey, here I am type of color. So be very careful. Actually, all his colors are, they're actually very pigmented. Going in with my brush, I'm just going to be blending it outward, inward, to the side. Now the look that I saw that my friend wanted me to recreate, or just wanted to do something with the shadows yellow, and a little bit of glitter. Now my Inglot one, and Inglot doesn't have names for their products, and but this one's the 118. This is what it looks like, and I must admit I've had this for a little while, and sometimes I just go in and use whatever is on the lid, and that is enough for my look. As you can see, there's still more than plenty in the container. I'm going in with the Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm going to be using the brush that I used to do the cut crease. If you're wondering, I actually have like a makeup palette, like a little metal palette where I go ahead and put my products on, randomly patting on. So now I'm going to be using the same brush that I used for the yellow shadow. Oops, I was about to grab the eyebrow gel. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to be going in with a different, this is the Morphe E23 brush, and I'm just going to go in and kind of lower the intensity on this orange because I have to go to work and I don't want this whole orange to be so intense. From the same palette, I'm going back in with the shade Canvas, and then just placing this on the on the lower brow bone, like on my brow bone. You are seeing me right now how this looks, and to many of you this may look like it's crazy, like it's funky, like it's ugly, like it does not go well, like I didn't do a good job of blending. But one thing that I have learned in school and during my practice, during my actual makeup work, is never to judge how the eyeshadow looks before you are done, because you still need your eyeliner, you still need your foundation, you still need your highlighter, you still need your contouring, you still need your blush, you need the rest of your face. So you're taking the baby steps to put things together. So this is what we're going to see right now. And at the end you still might not like it, but don't judge it before we're fully done. So before I finish, I'm gonna go ahead and spritz my face one more time with this Mario Badescu. And it's not even a lot, I'm just concentrating it around my cheeks and my nose, because I'm going in with my IT Bye 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 Pores powder. And it needs moisture for it to cling to the face. This gives you such like a airbrushed look to your skin. It's awesome, actually. It's kind of awesome. So now I'm going in with another LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this one is the Peachy Corrector. This is the Peach Corrector, and I'm only going to be using this under my eyes. And sometimes I go a little bit overboard with this. Going in with the beauty sponge, blending it out. I'm sorry, I did say I was gonna be a hot mess today. I did forewarn you. Now I'm going in with my CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Waterproof Mascara. And as you can see, I wasn't blessed with lashes either. I'm going in with the Smashbox Studio Skin Finish and my MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. And this is what it looks like. And this one's in the shade NC42. Obviously right now I am not an NC42, hence why I'm going in with the Smashbox in 2.35. This one is a neutral, so when I add it to this one, it's not going to make it any more pink, and it's not going to make it any more warmer, and it's not going to make it any cooler. The MAC onto my palette. And I do like to be a little bit generous, and I'm doing maybe a pump of the Smashbox, and grabbing my MAC 188 SH brush, I'm going to be mixing it up, and here we go. If you see me looking down, I'm sorry, I've got my mirror right here. rubbing in my beauty blender with my beauty sponge. So mine right now is looking maybe a shade darker, so I'm going in with my concealer, but I'm using it more of as a highlighter. And this is why I love this product. This bow. There we go. Now I'm using the other end of my beauty sponge. Minimum. So I only do a little bit this way, and I try not to bring it any lower. Unless I have to. But I normally just keep it in that section and on my nose. And with cocoa. Now I've had this for maybe 3 or 4 months. I use it on a daily and I still have a lot of product left. I've only been using a little bit because I go in with a brush because this is very pigmented. Very pigmented. And because it does have red undertones in here, if you put too much, it's going to be extremely noticeable. I make this work for me, but because for me my technique is blending. The key to any look for me is blending. This might even look like too much, but it will go down once I go in with my beauty sponge. The blush Peaches or Gingerly. So this one's Peaches and this one's Gingerly. So I'm going in with the shade Gingerly for my blush. And I'm going to go in and tap. And I'm going to bring it back just a little bit and somewhat connected with my contour. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in and doing my eyeliner. I go in with my Kat Von D eyeliner in Trooper. I typically don't use gel liners. I do have 1 or 2, but I typically don't use them. I learned how to do eyeliner on my by myself on my own, and when I first started, I used a lot of the liquid liners. I think it was the Maybelline liquid liner. So that's what I got used to learning how to use, and so now on myself I use this liquid liner, and this is a sign that I need to get a new eyeliner. Now I'm going in with my Kat Von D Everlasting Lipstick in Bow and Arrow. These lashes, they're the Makeup Geek Fearless lashes, and I have been loving them. Where's my... And for my glue, I use the Duo Brush On Adhesive with vitamins. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a latex free, but I'm not sure. Do not take me up on that. I'll have to double check, but that's the one. 24/7 Urban Decay, and this one is Perversion. And this is going to be going on my waterline. I want to go in with no beans. No beans. It's still between that orange shade that I have going on my crease, but not too popping, not too... I'm going in with my highlighter. I'm using the Becca, and this one's an opal, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, an opal. And I'm just putting that right around there. Bringing it a little bit down to my cheekbone, but not too much. And then tip of my nose. And I did mess up. I did put my lip liner, my lipstick before doing this, so I'm going to go back in. Put some of my Cupid's bow. I use the Urban Decay, I believe it says Troublemaker Mascara. I use this one only for my lower lash line. Only for my lower lashes. Alright, so I'm done. So this is it. I'm going to go ahead and finish getting ready for work. Try and do something with my hair maybe. That's a big maybe. This is it.